We'll call the meeting to order. Young County Commissioners Court setting in a regular meeting Monday, July the 10th, 2017. It is 9:33 a.m. Make note that this meeting was posted in the manner and for the time required, that all members of the court are present. And if it's convenient, we rise, and I believe it's Commissioner Court's time to give revocations.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we so thank you for this day. We thank you for the rain that you've given us, and we ask that you protect the people overseas that protect us. We ask that you be with those that have protected us in the past, and you be with them. We ask that you be with us and help us make the right decisions for the county. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Item number 3, public comments, announcements, presentations. I'd need Timmy in here to explain this one.
Timmy?
I don't know just what that is. Bouquet Service Flower Arranging Class.
That must be government extension officer.
Yeah, that's an extension program, $25. Monday, July the 17th.
You taking it?
I don't believe that I've
already done it.
that. Huh?
I've already done this.
Have you really?
Sound like fun? That's gonna be girls there.
1 to 4 p.m. at the county extension office. Anything else that we need to announce? Or bring to the court's attention? Do y'all have anything else, President?
You want me to talk about our monthly last month?
Agenda item 10.
Well, let's see, we've got you down here for
Number 10.
number 10 here in a minute.
You're on the agenda.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, if there's nothing else, item number 4 is consider county clerk minutes for previous meeting. That would be June the 26th, 2017. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections that need to be made there?
So moved.
We have a motion by Commissioner Wiley, a second by Commissioner Rogers to accept those minutes as presented. All in favor? Aye. Carried 5-0.
I did, you weren't here. Missed all our rhythm up.
Item number 5, consider auditor's budget amendments and payment of vouchers.
I don't have any budget amendments. Of course, I have vouchers, I always have vouchers, very minimal in all except the general fund. General fund is $69,140.66, and the total of all vouchers is $70,883.28.
882.
$883.28.
So moved on voucher.
7883.28. Yes, sir.
Stop here a minute. Run in there.
Okay.
Okay, is there a motion with regard to the payment of vouchers?
So moved.
Second. You've got his ears today.
A motion by Commissioner Wiley, a second by Commissioner Pruitt to approve the vouchers payable as presented. All in favor? Aye. 5-0.
And I also have a request from JP3 for a computer and software to come out of JP Technology Fund. Total of this is $1,548.99,
It's $45,500.
$45,500 in there.
So
Yeah,
moved.
that is a laptop.
That's JP three. Okay,
Yes, sir.
So moved.
Second.
Is that all I
who's gonna
have?
do that? Rogers? Okay, we've got a motion by Commissioner Wiley, a second by Commissioner Rogers to allow $1,548.94.
99 cents.
99.
Okay. Expenditure to come out of JP Technology Fund for one computer. For Judge
It's
Mayor.
a, yes, it's a laptop.
It's what?
It's a laptop.
A laptop.
He uses it on the bench, and then he can take it home when he has
Okay.
the work to be able to. And this, on this bench now is,
It's a bench top.
is quite antiquated, it won't load.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Carried 5-0. Everybody sign that? No? Yes. You need that or she needs that?
She can have it. Oh, we hadn't signed it.
Okay, item number 6, consider treasurer's financial report, updates on security pledges. You got a report?
529,431.68.
Second.
That covers?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wiley, second by Commissioner Pruitt to approve security pledges as presented. All in favor? Carried. We have none.
Deposits all about right there. Our own deposits is pretty good shape.
That's good.
That's good.
Item number 7, consider tax resale deed. I believe that's in your packet. Looks like a undivided 3.5 acres out of a certain tract over around Newcastle somewhere.
Off the Highway 380.
$750 bid.
So moved. Put it back on the tax roll.
That, the grantee is Chris Miller out of South Lake, Texas.
Yeah, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Wiley to approve that resale deed. Is there a second? Rogers. In the amount of $750, all in favor? Okay, 5-0. Item number 8, consider extension agent Miranda Rebel report request for reimbursement, $725.56, and Justin Rogers in the amount of $2,018.40. They traveled with me, didn't they?
Yeah, but you just travel, some of it's out of state too. He did the Oklahoma, like far as the country. His expenditure is $10 million higher because he's going, chasing the shows. You know?
He,
Lots of miles, he's doing that livestock judging.
Is this basically focused on pigs?
This livestock judging is, all species. They went to Oklahoma State and did some training, and down South Texas and trained. And then they went to the state, roundup.
So it's just a busy month?
That's probably gonna be it for a while. They got a few camps, I think, to go to,
They said he had a little bit more going on this summer.
but, he's about to run out of money, I think he knows.
Yes.
Does he know about it?
Yes, he does.
He hasn't been around much, obviously, because of the travels he's done, for me to visit with us there at the farm.
I think my son was with him for about 3 weeks. He was home 2 days out of 3 weeks, I think. But that's over with.
Okay. How much of his budget does he got left? How much of his budget does he have left?
He doesn't have much. I did pull his statement of expenses, but he came by and got it the other day and took this off, and I said, I'll move money around. I said, but your bottom line can't go negative. He said, "You got a little bit more,
So a little bit, not much.
not much at all." And I know he still got, he said he had some more travel coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I said, well. But when he did turn his budget, all his budget requests into me the other day too, and he didn't change anything on it or request any more. I guess he thinks it's gonna be enough.
Or an extension agent or a pick judge?
So moved.
Motion to Wiley,
Second.
second to Rogers, to approve the reimbursement request as presented by our extension agents. All in favor? Aye. 5-0. Item number 9. Discuss and consider renewal of health insurance tax. Ms. Sumter.
Can you read what I read?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. And y'all knew that there wasn't much of an increase at all, and I think we went over the changes, but she's got those also.
Explain to us.
Okay, in a recent webinar that Cheryl and I sit in on, they had explained to us there was gonna be an increase because across the whole pool, you know, exactly, from 7 to 12% to get ready to expect it. However, then they take each individual county out and experience, and they call lasering it or whatever. We ended up with only a 5%. And it really was really good. No raise in the dental at all. No raise in the life at all. Okay, on the employees, it's gonna go up $4.58 a month, which is $54 a year per employee. So basically, right at $5,500 for 100 employees. And one of the girls I talked to, she said, "Yep, that's absolutely one of the lowest in the whole unit." So we can pat ourselves on the back. With the, where they're gonna hit us though is in our dependent. That's where actually we had our most losses, exactly. Right now we do a employee plus child, and it's gonna go up $8.98 a month or $170 a year. Then we have the employees and spouse. The spouse is going up $19.40 for $230-$280 a year. The next one's where it got us. $54 a month for the whole family, which is $666
That's
a
the
year.
increase.
Yes.
Over what was it already?
Pardon me?
Is that the total cost to them every month?
The total cost right now for family with the employee is $1,766. Of course, you take that 708 out, which is, you know, the employee. So the new effective rate's going to be $1,826. Of course, subtracting out the 770.
If I say this right, isn't a big portion of this not gonna be on it no more? That was really on this part, you know what I'm saying? Okay. In a
We
general way,
have, in a general way, we've
gentle.
gentle way, we've only actually paid out, and I did bring that. We've had a great year this year. We've had a really good year on that. We've only paid out 7 employees, met their $2,500 deductible, so but we have about 4 just on the cusp, and we still have, you know, 2 or 3 months. And even after it was all said and done, I guess I left that paper in the office.
What's been spent this year? It's like
It
18,000.
was like 18,000. Here it is. Yeah.
last year it was only 20, we budgeted 44,000 and
Right.
Right,
paid it
right.
back. Neither year have we gotten close to.
Right, 18,900. So, we've done great on that. The employee side really seems,
Yeah.
we're just having good luck. We've had a good medical luck.
All that healthy living.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
that's-
that's why I
County
said
healthy living.
And we've got several employees that are doing the Healthy County. And one of the things that I impressed upon, and I think the sheriff's department, Travis and I have talked about it, the more employees we can get to participate in this, it will help our dependent insurance. That's where we're gonna be hit. That seems to be where we're being hit the most. And that's what we're gonna see out of it. The more employees, you get a little bit of a, off for that. So that's why we've really tried to get a lot of employees on board with
It is
that.
interesting that in 2 years' time, we've gone from those horrendous losses we had as self-insured, where we were having to take money out of,
Well, I have figured that out.
well, they said it's because we were older and less healthy and what have you. But when the deductibles went up and we got fully insured, the losses slowed down.
Well, and part of that too, Commissioner Sipes, I attribute that to our dependent insurance was quite a lot cheaper
It
when
was
we
too
were.
cheap.
And we had all of the everybody had dependents on it. And that, I would have to say, that was probably at least 60% of my losses were on dependents. Now, I'm not trying to,
Because they could have gotten it somewhere else, but
No, we
ours
start talking
was
about
so
numbers
cheap.
in health insurance, it's
Yeah.
pretty
it's, yeah. And we have a lot fewer dependents and they still are our highest outpaid, but
But actuarially, we're probably paying a better rate than we were before.
we are actually. So I'm actually really thrilled with this. Of course, we would like to have zero all the way across the board. But as the state stands, through the whole pool, we're one of the lowest.
Now, this is no
Rises.
changes in coverage and no changes in deductible.
Everything.
Everything's the
Everything
same
as it was.
as it
With
was.
a 5% increase on the medical portion.
And like I say, it doesn't affect our employee rates, it's more affects the dependent
Well, I would
rates.
move that we renew this health policy with TAC.
They've done a great job. Great job.
Are they working with y'all pretty well?
Oh, I'm on with them every other day. They've just been great.
Are they pretty good about exceptions, or listening to exceptions?
They actually really are, because sometimes there's gonna be an exception that doesn't quite meet all the things we need, and I've had two. And, we have to take it up the next notch and the next notch, and we've been approved both times.
It's important that people understand there's a difference between exclusions and
And
exceptions.
exceptions, exactly. And, we're 100% on exceptions, so I was thrilled with that.
I move.
Second, Wiley. To renew our health insurance contract with the Texas Association of Counties. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried 5-0. Wise motion.
Thank you.
Are we continuing to roll over our money in that account?
Yes.
Every year?
Yes.
All kinds of funds that's set up.
We need to learn, we need to see how much that we have in that.
These are individuals, maybe something.
But, I don't have
Very good.
Okay, item number 10. June activity report, jail and sheriff's office. Mr. Honorable Sheriff Bradley Babcock.
Okay, I kind of highlighted, y'all have a copy of this, but I kind of highlighted some of the things that stand out to me over in June. One was the livestock complaints, real high, like 25. we get called for. It seems like it's just almost every month we're just getting more and more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a meeting with a lot of our livestock holders, or the ones that have livestock, and have them come in. We're gonna have to sit down and meet and see what we can do about some of the fences and whatnot. Bad thing about what it is, you know, in Young County, it's everything's open range, so it's kind of a when deals, we just gotta do what we gotta do.
Does it happen generally in the same part of the county?
Most of the time, it happens generally with the same group of cows getting out all the time.
Start impounding them. If you can't write them a ticket, impound them, they can come pick them up.
Well, we can, and it's by, you know, if you have, we have it now in policy where if you go more than 3 times to the same one, then you can have them picked up and taken to the sale barn.
Then they're gonna pay.
So,
Fix your fence.
It's not that I disagree with the open range policy, because that's a long-standing policy in Texas, but the danger to the folks traveling up down highways is the problem.
Yeah, it's
exactly, and it's, you know, it's not gonna be them that, you know, that open range law, it's not, they're not liable. Cows aren't. So, which, I don't wanna get into that argument, I'm just saying, we need to get a meeting with everybody and sit down and set some rules and some guidelines to go by. So hopefully we can fix some of this problem.
So basically, if you hit a cow on the county road, it's gonna be your insurance to pay for it.
Yeah,
That's right.
or the cow too, if they want to.
And the cow too, I guess that's right, the cow's right to be there.
So, then on the next deal, we had a 13 arrests for the month, which is kind of average what we've been going right now. Some months are higher. I'd like to see them a little bit higher. Made 194 traffic stops, which is good, because in my opinion, we're making contact with people. And with 32 citations. We had 109 calls for service. What I really like the most about all this is the drug arrest and the meth and marijuana seizures. I'd like to see them come up a little bit on the seizures, but we're working on it.
Talking about the number of seizures or the size of the seizures?
And just, well, I'd like to see just any amount that we get off the streets is a good amount. So, on the jail side of it, today we had 77 when I left inmates in jail. I kind of highlighted the traveled miles to transport and pick up. See, 2,806 miles just to transport and pick up inmates. We had 1 TDC and 12 that we picked up on outstanding warrants and brought back to Young County. We had 3 juvenile transports, totaling 963 miles. And the mental MHMR, we took 3 to MHMR. We had 10 appointments total. They come, that's counting them coming to the jail and talking to them. So our mental health is quite a bit.
How many stayed with MHMR?
How many stay when they get out?
No stayed, are we being able to place them with MHMR or the
You know, some of them,
hospital?
not really. I mean, we've taken some that have been, you know, cleared to go by MHMR here and get them over to the state hospital and they decline them
You gotta bring
and bring them back.
We had one admitted out of the last 3 or 4.
Yep. You're right.
Does it run that way, a 3-to-1 ratio or thereabouts?
Well, as well as you know, probably more, but you know, as well as anybody in our business knows, the county jails
Holding more mental
hold
patients?
more mental patients than what the state's holding. And we're having to eat the cost.
I just want to keep reiterating that to folks.
You bet. The other one was the Class C inmates. We held 16 last month. The days that they were held, 79. Total cost was $2,449.
But that's doing it at $31 a day
Right.
instead of what we charge.
Right.
Okay.
So and Alney had 2 with 3 days with $93. And I'd just also like to talk about, kind of a little bit about what Marcia just said. We have implemented a program, a fitness program starting October, that they will come in and everybody will have to, have a guideline. We'll see where they're at, where they stand, and then from there, we'll start working on trying to get them in better shape on everybody, including myself. So if anybody wants to join in on that,
Feel free.
in the Commissioner's Court, Commissioner Pruitt, that'd be great.
You can go here and giggling.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought it's a good idea, you know, what Marcia was talking about, you know, everybody getting in shape and doing better, so. And we're gonna follow in with that TAC program too.
Very good. That's an excellent idea, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, anybody have any questions
Do
on?
you know what our daily population for the year to date is, average?
It's been around the same, it stays in
I know
about
this is up
mid-70s.
5 since last month.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get it up a little more, keep it there, you know. If we are, then that means my guys are doing their job. But, I foresee next year probably you're gonna see it, because it seems like it's getting higher. I bet our average is gonna be 80, probably by next year. So,
Is that
We're
because you're
around
picking up
that
more?
70 number now, about 70
we're
or
at
72.
like low 70s.
I think you're about an average up there, so.
Right.
Is that because you're making more arrests, putting more people in jail, or less people making bond, or?
I don't think there's less people making bonds. I think there's more, I think we're being more proactive and getting out and
Judges putting more people in jail?
some of these judges are changing some of these off bonds and stuff like that, you know, insufficient bond. So, but I think it all teamwork. It takes the judges and all of us out
Sure,
there.
the field you play on is a complicated one.
It is, but
That don't mean there's play, you know what I mean?
yeah, it is. But anyway, that's what happened in June.
So you're fully staffed in both operations?
We are, as far as the jail, I believe we're one away from being fully staffed, which that will probably get filled in the next 2 weeks. Dispatch is fully staffed.
They cut your overtime down a little bit.
Well,
Get fully staffed.
if you have, it's 8,000 and something, we're at 59% of overtime in the dispatch right now, which we've never been, as far as I can see, where we are that low right now.
You keep having people quit, so have to retrain.
But the problem we're having with dispatch right now is that right there for sure. You know, we get them trained, they get their we pay for their certification, then they go somewhere else. Or just quit and do something else. Which, that's something that I would like to do is maybe sign a 1-year contract after they get certified. So that they guarantee that we're gonna at least get back what we paid into it.
We're giving them something.
Absolutely.
And you know, sometimes when you do that to people, they do something for 4 or 5 months, it ain't to fulfill exactly what it would do. If they get a year under their belt, they may like it more than what they think.
Yeah.
And I think you need to do that with the jail too, because the jail does the same thing, you pay for them to go to. I mean, they got a year to get certified, and once they get certified, they can go somewhere else.
Well, one of the things that they, you know, that I've checked around with on this, having them do a contract, is that whatever money we have spent to get them certified, then they have to pay that back if they leave within that year when that contract's up.
PD does.
Do you know if people are leaving for lack of jobs, or are they just leaving that profession entirely?
I think, I would say that the one that quit, she left because she lived in Jack County. In fact, I think she lived in Jacksboro. I think she had every intentions as soon as she got certified, she was gonna go back to Jacksboro and go to work for them once they got an opening. They got an opening 2 weeks after she got certified. I mean, I can't blame her for wanting to go back over to Jacksboro. She has kids.
But you kind of knew when you hired her that she.
No, I didn't think she would do that. I just knew, you could just start telling, you know, that,
My biggest little payback was robbing some of theirs.
Yeah, we
There
did.
you go.
Some of the jailers we did.
You think it's money?
Sorry?
Money?
I think a lot of it, well, what I was gonna say is, it's not the money, because I think you can't, what we pay the dispatch, I wish we could pay them more, but I think they're pretty reasonable with the prices that they could get, you know, here in Graham, anywhere else. We had one who just recently had, quit because of the time that she was working and not being able to find any daycare for her kid. So she went to work for another company making less money. But the daycare problem was taken care of, so.
No, I meant, do you think it's money if they leave here and go to another agency? Is that a money thing or is it just?
They make less money in Jack County than
That's what I
they
was
do here.
wondering. Okay.
How many trustees do you have?
Trustees, not very many. We, when I was in there in the tank where they keep all the outside trustees, there were 6, 2 on John Mann's crew and 4 on Bud's crew. And the reason that we have such a low is I've made a lot of different rules now on who can go outside and who can't. So, I mean, if they have any felony convictions, they can't go outside. If they have any evading, they're not supposed to be going outside and working on the work crew. We have laundry crew that's usually fully staffed as 4. We have 4 in the kitchen. And we made a maintenance crew. And this is built up of people like we couldn't use on the outside, and we had to move them back in the back after I implemented all these rules. And all they do is we call them the maintenance crew. So they go out and they go inside the building and they take care of all the maintenance that we have inside the building. And that means even doing the floors, keeping them clean and waxed and bucked out. So at least, you know, we give them something to do instead of sitting in the back. So, but outside trustees kind of limited on who we can use.
Well, that relationship stabilized some?
I would say it's stabilized because nobody's calling, which that's good too. I mean, no one's saying anything, they're just rocking along.
You're going out about every day.
Oh, every day. Bud will be kind of off for a couple of weeks because he's going through jail school right now. So we'll probably have to find somebody to take his guys out here down here through some home.
The other crews going out every day.
Out to the arena. So what he'll probably do is start taking Buds out with him and going out. So he'll probably take 6 people, which I don't have a problem with that. You know, I'd rather them be out working than sitting in T1 all the time.
You gotta get caught up on mowing before you get off 2 weeks.
That's
I'm
what.
sorry?
You gotta get caught up on mowing before it takes off 2 weeks.
Well, I can already tell you, he's gonna have to go mow. I drove around the other day, yesterday, and I can tell you, yeah, there's gonna be, I think 11 cemetery needs mowing. So,
Mowing.
I feel for them there, 'cause we've been mowing it. As soon as you mow, it's already growing back up.
High humidity is good for grass.
well,
I could take his 6 off of him for a while. I'd go do my 4 Belknap cemetery and patch all them holes in it. I could take the 6 off of him.
do you have your driver's license?
Jason does.
Don't tell them to use anything we do out there.
That's right. And he said that more than once.
Yeah.
No, I want him to deliver some sand out there, let him shovel sand around and patch those, all those holes that people running
Little
out.
things in.
Yeah. Because it's tearing up that lawnmower that we paid 10 grand for. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that, but I mean, he will be off for a couple of weeks doing that jail school.
Might give them a paint it while they're out there too.
I think they're gonna be using a shovel and 6 of them for a while. But you're right.
But when they get through, they paint.
Yeah.
Well, if you got 3 of them, you have 3 of them painting and 3 of them shoveling, and then let's switch up the next day.
Yeah.
I can say Bud's doing a pretty good job. He's staying up with what he has, with the people he has.
So close right on.
Experience is a good teacher.
Yes, sir. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, action there.
We need to paint that, Jimmy.
Excuse me?
We need to paint that
Thanks,
fence.
Stan.
I thought somebody else did it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Item number 11, discuss, consider purchase public CPU from Records Management Fund and Cadence and other computers.
No, I have two public computers that are on the middle table back there, and I have one that it will work one day, and the next day it goes down. The next day it'll work, and the next day it goes down. And I've talked to the IT people, and they keep telling me that we might have another box. I want to know if I can have permission to have a spare box bought through my records management, so when this thing comes down, and it just stays down, that I can get them to change it out. Because recently, we've had more people in there looking at records, and it never fails. When I have 3 or 4 in there, I only have 2 computers that they can use, and one of them is one of the county computers, and I have to put them onto that, and I don't want to.
We've gone through varied computers trying to find,
And it just will
and
not.
for some reason, it just fights.
And it's the RV side, I don't know
Yes.
what it is. But
You're
it's,
not talking.
She has over $166,000.
It's $795.
Just replace whatever's there and use it for.
So,
Well, and like I told her, it cost, we could have paid for
2 or 3 of them.
2 or 3 of them, just having him work. I messed with it. We just can't,
yeah, he's
it needs to be replaced.
Well, I move we approve the computer purchase for the
Just an old one?
county clerk.
We have been
Exactly.
replacing it with rehab firm, but it's
That's what I
something to
have.
do with the RVI, and he said, we just need to start over
sometimes
You got me convinced.
with
Me
the
too.
CPU. Oh, yeah.
The first and the second.
sometimes you just gotta say Capro and do it.
We don't want, that's there for them.
How much is in Records Management
It's
Fund?
Over
I
$166,589.
guess we should go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a motion by Commissioner Sipes and a second by Commissioner Pruitt to allow the county clerk to purchase one CPU from the Records Management Fund to go in her office as a public computer. All in favor? Carried. Item number 12. Discuss, consider resolution number 50, Young County Only Senior Cub Center, and number 51, Young County Senior Citizens Association, Texans Feeding Texans. This is a Department of Agriculture program where they fund those centers to some degree, and it's kind of a sort of a matching thing. I mean, we've got to fund them. Our resolutions say that we participate with them and fund them too. I think we fund only $850 something, and
Only is $350 and we're.
that's $350 and $850, that's what it is, $350 and
I move we approve resolution number 50 and number 51 in regard to Texans feeding Texans.
So moved. Second.
I thought you meant it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Sipes, a second by Commissioner Wiley to approve those resolutions as presented. All in favor? Carried 5-0. Consider receipt and disbursement of unclaimed property funds from Texas Comptroller, the public accounts. That's for capital credits that we applied, made application for a month ago or so, and we received $1,187.77 from those, and I believe that's in the packet. There's specific, I think I've also got statute in there, specific uses that you can use those funds for. Some of it is for economic development, but we don't have.
Is it being proposed that we use that for Virginia's house?
That's That's what we did with it last time.
So whatever it be.
Did we give some to Virginia's House and some to Child Welfare?
Did we,
I wonder why they only release 60% of the total amount.
That too.
Excuse me?
Why did they just release 60% of the total amount?
It's not really unclaimed property.
It says here, we authorized to release 60% of the total amount available to your county.
I'm 1,100.
They wanna hold some
I didn't see that.
1187 is just 60% of what they owe?
What's it?
Right.
Well, it's not really unclaimed property. It's really, he had to apply for
60%
it.
of the total amount available to your county. I don't know why. They didn't explain that to me.
There's 40% that they got sitting back here waiting for some other.
Draw this
Sounds
in.
like a common state thing.
I think last
60-40
year,
cut, you know?
Yeah.
we've given some to Virginia's
Send
and
you your money,
some
we
to
keep
Child
our-
Welfare
Yeah.
last year.
We did what?
It gave some to Virginia and some to Child Welfare.
What's child welfare? State? I never heard of child welfare.
Yeah, it's right behind the,
Here local.
Peggy has road.
yeah, it's right behind the billiards.
Is it a state agency?
Behind what?
It's local and
State,
state.
is it? I mean,
They-
maybe the state
It's
funds it
The
somewhere.
state funds part of it, and then they do part of it.
When they go pick up a child and they have to bring them there and they buy them clothes for the night, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a child crisis center?
Yeah.
It's similar.
I didn't even know we had one.
Yeah. Right next door to Columbia.
You knew we had a
What
child
was the
welfare.
split last
board.
time?
It wasn't split.
I don't know, I could go look and see what we did
You
last
think it was
time.
all Virginia
I
Tech?
think it all went to Virginia's house last time.
I can pull it.
38104 that can be utilized for community and economic development programs. We don't have an economic development corporation in the county.
Would Fort William, all into that?
Let's see,
I'm not suggesting we do, but I just wondered if it fall in the definition of that.
another entity includes the federal government, minority includes blacks, Hispanics, Asian, American Indians, Alaskan Natives. Minority businesses means a business concern, more than 50% of which is owned or controlled or managed and daily operated by members of one or more of the minorities. Women-owned businesses, for state or local economic development, for small or disadvantaged business development. Promote or advertise the county and its vicinity or conduct a solicitation program to attract conventions, visitors, and businesses. Now, I don't know Fort Bell that might
That fall under full.
fit in that
I would
kind
think it
of
would.
thing. To improve the extent to which women and minority businesses are awarded county contracts, to support comprehensive literacy programs for the benefit of county residents. Might be pertaining to some of the library programs that might be conducted by Grant and Holly. For the encouragement, promotion, improvement, and application of the arts.
Open Mac receiver?
Yeah. The
Concert
commission
Association?
may contract with another entity for the administration of the program. I guess you gotta have some kind of program before you do that.
Start administrating, they start losing the money.
I'm good with it all going on.
Authorize the program to be administered on the basis of county commissioner precincts, use county employees or funds for the program, and accept contribute gifts or other resources to the development and administer the program. Program under this section may be designed to reasonably increase participation by minority and women-owned businesses in public contract awards by the county by establishing a contract percentage goal for these businesses. The legislature may appropriate unclaimed money. The comptroller received under chapter 74 of the property code for a county to use to carry out a program established under this section to receive money that, for that purpose for any fiscal year. The county must request the money for that fiscal year, and we have. The amount a county may receive under this section for a fiscal year may not exceed an amount equal to the value of the capital credits the comptroller received from an electric corporation on behalf of the corporation's members in the county, requesting the money less an amount sufficient to pay anticipated expenses and claims. Transfer that, the comptroller should transfer the money in response to a request after deducting the amount that the comptroller determines to be sufficient to pay anticipated expenses and claims, and I guess they deducted 40%.
Yes, they do.
Pay yourselves.
Let's just,
That's your administration fee?
I make a motion, we just give it to the
Virginia
Virginia House.
Amen, I'm with you. I'll second that.
Okay.
Let's give it all.
We've got a motion by Commissioner Wiley, a second by Commissioner Pruitt to accept the unclaimed funds distributed by the comptroller and to disperse the same to Virginia's House for the benefit of those children. All in favor?
Aye.
5-0. Okay. Item number 14, discuss or consider re-advertising for bids on the sale of 1984 Ford dump truck, 15-foot bed. Obviously, last time we didn't get any bids.
We did not. We're gonna try one more time. Not, I'm just gonna take the auction.
Okay. Want to re-advertise?
I'm gonna re-advertise.
To be opened, be in by Friday the 21st, bids in Friday the 21st,
That works.
open on the 24th.
Works.
PM on the 21st, Friday the 21st. Open the 24th, 10 a.m. That okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Commissioner Pruitt moves. Commissioner Sykes, you gonna second that? All in favor? Okay. We'll do that now. I haven't looked at that bed on that, but it ought to be worth it.
Transfer that bid off to the better bid.
You ain't beat it up since I left.
No, it's pretty good check. Chassis. Jump.
I'm not gonna trade one of these,
I know, I was thinking about that. Like,
we're gonna try them, they're not interested.
1986, I'm driving.
I was 84. I got to be.
I just got to wait, leave them with that truck.
I'll tell you. They got it.
Any burn restriction you wanna talk about?
Made it to the 4th of July just fine, didn't we?
Do we have any fires? I didn't think so. Never heard of any.
We
Had
had
someone
someone
complaining to me this morning about bottle rockets in their front yard. Want to know if burn restriction would solve any of that, and I told them we didn't think so. That neighbors' relations and politeness should be.
There you go.
Only thing that would solve that, if we'd have said those sticks or fence.
Neighbors, kids are always something else to contend with, aren't they?
Okay with the 10-minute recess before we go on budget?
Yes.
Yeah,
Surely.
that's, recess,
That's hot as heck. 22.
about 6-7 minutes, still, 10:30.
7 minutes.
7 minutes to be.